of it, under the bill, it allows for a 10-year cycle, which is twice as long as what current school budget forecasts would be, and longer than most private sector businesses could even actually forecast out guaranteed revenue coming in. And so I think this strikes the right balance, and I guess giving your best argument against why not, for still having long-term funding, 10 years, and then allowing, I looked up real quick, most of the levies on my tax bill in Jefferson are continuous levies from the early 70s. I obviously had no ability to vote on those now, still paying them though. The question being, is there that right balance where folks that are moving into the district, didn't have a say over those levies back then, can still be able to give stability to the school through a 10-year guaranteed revenue source, but then also have the ability 10 years after, or by moving in, to have some type of say over that revenue. Going back to your earlier comment that, and you know this best more than anyone, continually going to the voters actually I think makes you a better school and makes you better leaders because you're constantly interacting with your taxpayers. So why is this not then the right balance for the voters, for the taxpayers, and then for the school as well?
Through the chair and to the vice chair, I believe this is a solution that is in search of a problem. You are talking about a 10-year cycle. I'm telling you we already have a 3 to 5 year cycle. So what we already have is more accountable. So the districts that have the majority of these levies, again, I'm talking about the non-20 mil floor districts. We are going back to our voters every 3, 4, or 5 years. And they're either saying yes or no. And if they say no, their property tax rates, as you know, are going to go down and down and down because of 920. And so that accountability is already in place on a much shorter cycle than a 10-year cycle. And I do think that is good. And I think that the transparency and accountability with our voters is essential. And I think it makes us better to go out and have to make that case to them. But we already have that. And when we talk about taking all of these off the books, okay, so there are districts, again, like where I have served. There are many of these levies that have been placed on the ballots over 50 years. And we take 15 or 20 of those off the books quickly. And then we're supposed to renew all of those, plus our normal 3 to 5 year cycle just to deal with cost of living and mandates. This is enormous.